Alright, guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster. Welcome to Dogland. Whee! Stuff has happened. We did some development work. So, last time we built our windmill here. You guys liked it a lot. And I was looking at the build a little bit longer. And I was thinking maybe I can have another wing of this building coming out right here a little bit, go behind this building, make it a bit more complex, but I'm not quite sure about that yet. But it might look cool, like if we take this thing, kind of copy it over, and have another house coming out here to, to landscape that thing fully. I kind of don't like the gap here. I don't know. I have a feeling for a main street like that, you want this closed walls of building, kind of. But yeah, we'll see about it. Let me know what you think. You think it would make sense to have another one of these houses, like the side building here, pretty much right there, to close it off? Potentially would look cool. In any case, you remember last time here in the middle of the park I set up this whirly swirly ride, and I looked at it for quite some time and I didn't like it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. I feel like we want to have this flat footprint of stuff going on here because it would ruin our skyline otherwise. So I played around with some ideas, and one idea I had for quite a long time, and this is by far not finished here, but I wanted to create something like that, like a frame, kind of almost like a winter garden slash pavilion or something like that, and have a ride inside. And it actually works. We have a little merry-go-round in here, and I created this frame structure, which I think looks pretty cool. Now the idea is to have another building coming out from here and a smaller part of this building going up to there. So it frames this kind of L-shaped or curved street in a bit, and then we can have the entrance and the exit of this ride here and there. And I think that would really look really cool. I think we can make something happen from this. But let's check out the biggest thing, and have it sitting back here. That was done in the live stream yesterday, and oh yeah, there's some supports missing at the moment. Let me quickly check. I think I added supports and saved the thing. Yeah, we called it the destabilizer. No, for whatever reason. Ah, yes, here we go. We have more support struts in. Way too many now, I think. Well, let's plop that guy down. We have a lot of money, so it's not a big deal. And delete that guy. It's the same coaster, only here I added a few more support struts to make it a bit more realistic. And so, yeah, a really, really nice coaster we made. I pretty much did a lot of research about coaster building, and yesterday in the stream that took 3.5 hours or so to build, we took our experience and knowledge of making good coasters, and let's check out the rating. Let's start a test on this guy here and see how that goes. Okay, so I guess we ride it first person camera, right? Whoa, okay. Gnarly drop at the start. Coming up again. Smoothly going around the bench. Gnarly drop again. Whoa. And another gnarly drop. Up and down. Coming by the station. Upside down loop. Going through again. And another drop coming in here. Rides really smooth, and kind of an inclined drop. Another one here, and another upside down element. Going into an upside down loop. Whoa. Going upside down. Another loop going back into the right positioning. Feet dangling. Another upside, yeah, up and down here. Another bit of airtime in the end. Coming around the corner and back into the station. That is by far the most sophisticated coaster we have going on for now. And yeah, it's a 7.97. I had it tweaked to 8 actually. I guess that didn't get saved last time. Let's look at the heat map. We can for sure have a little bump somewhere and yeah, squeeze out another. Oh no, yeah. Now it says 8.5. Yeah, we have the tweaking in there. For some reason it didn't show that beforehand. But yeah, that's a really good coaster. Everything green, you can see very high excitement rates throughout the whole thing. If you look at fear, it's pretty much almost, yeah, perfectly under control. There is some areas, but you know, 5 is just the limit, so we tweaked it in a way that we are right there at the border of fear. So it's really right, and the nausea is pretty much non-existent. There is some parts here that cause a bit of nausea, but other than that, it's a really, really good ride. Speed is also very good throughout the whole thing. The G-forces are under control. I mean, we have some peaks here where we have 5G, 4G, vertical Gs, but vertical Gs, that is okay. You don't want lateral Gs. Yeah, forward G is alright. So, what did we learn? Let's quickly look. I mean, as a basic rule of thumb, if you wanna make good coasters, a really, really good thing to do is have a lot of up and down airtime. Airtime in this game, that's not necessarily super realistic for any, you know, coaster out there in real life, but anything that gives airtime causes excitement. Whenever you get that lift or, you know, being pressed down in the seat in this game, this creates excitement. And pretty much here you can see at the start we have a 12.9 airtime rating, and wherever we do drops we get green. See, deep green. Here we do another drop, then a little bit less here with this loop. And yeah, whenever there's up and down elements, here, you know, we have another drop. Then here, excitement, we going up, gives airtime, and then we falling down again. Excitement. Everything that is up and down, as a basic rule of thumb to make it relatively simple, is excitement. So that is relatively easy to achieve. Theoretically, you could do a coaster that wouldn't look that cool, which constantly goes like up, airtime, you know, down, airtime hill, up, down, up, down, up, down, and you just go up and down all the time, and then you could achieve very good excitement ratings. But obviously that is boring and it doesn't look cool. You want something like that is kind of cool and has twists and turns and cool elements. So another rule of thumb: how do you reduce fear? Fear equals pretty much pain in the game, right? And something that is uncomfortable for people. That's the way I understand it. That means whenever you do, let's say, changes of direction at high speed, that causes fear and also causes some nausea. So it does always make sense. Like here you can see a very nice example for that. Up here, you know, we are coming down the hill. Let's remove the heat map real quick so you can see better. We're coming down the hill from 48 meters or something. This coaster is high at the start. And oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. So you're falling down here, and then obviously if you look at our speeds down here at the lowest point of the parabola of your track, you go the fastest, right? 66 miles per hour. Here we're really blasting through, and then we're going up the hill, and obviously we're bleeding speed when we're coming up here. So you should have your turns when you're not that fast. Having high speed turns is always a cause of fear and nausea. especially in like let's say if you have sharp turns without banking, right? So another rule of thumb is A, make a lot of up and downs. B, make sure you have your turns and changes of directions at areas where you're not that fast, right? Makes sense. Makes total sense. So nausea. What causes nausea as well? Well, nausea is pretty much at the same ball game. Let's go to our nausea thing here, and we can see the nausea is pretty much nicely under control. Here, this causes nausea because, well, in this section we are going relatively fast. We're going down the hill, and then we're doing quite the brutal change of direction in our roller coaster here. You know, we're flipping around and we're causing a lot of G-forces again, but yeah, it's okay. For example, here, this area, when you're shooting up here and changing direction from upwards to kind of horizontal movement, it's important to use the smoothing tool to make these transitions smooth. And pretty much it's almost 90 degree. I mean, we're coming up straight almost and then going this way. And to get rid of nausea without smoothing this area out, you will get a lot of fear of nausea because strong G-forces being caused by fast changes of direction. So we're shooting up here pretty much, and then around here we lost most of the speed, but here we're coming up relatively fast. So make sure to smooth out curves like that. And then as a basic rule of thumb as well, it is good to have strong changes of directions and the more crazy elements in kind of the middle sections of your coaster. Like, we do a lot here already. We're doing crazy up and downs here, and we're having a lot of speed. And eventually, right here, we've lost a bit of speed already because, obviously we are bleeding speed over the course of the ride. It's just how physics work, right? And like every hill after that is 48. And then we have a hill here with, let's say, 45 meters high. This is already a little bit lower. We're coming in the high 30s here, and so on. So you gradually make your hills smaller and smaller, but always try to max it out. Like, see if the roller coaster can make it up the next hill. And that pretty much leads to good coaster ratings. And around here, we bled enough speed. We were not going with 60 miles per hour again. See, there's a relatively high hill here again, and now we lost speed again, and we're not that fast anymore. You can clearly see that, but we're still going quite fast. So see how we barely make it over here, so it's not too brutal. So towards the middle section of the coaster and towards the end section right here, you can start to do more crazy turns and spins. That keeps the excitement good at the coaster towards the end, and eventually with a little bit of tweaking and following these basic rules, you can make really good coasters here with total green ratings and an excitement rating of 8. And I'm pretty sure I could even do an excitement rating of 9. That is one of the challenges we have going on. I mean, here, build a coaster with at least, what is it, 9 rating. Achieve a monthly profit of 8,500. I think we had that unlocked as well. Build a coaster with at least 2 inversions. I was hoping that maybe, this course counts as an inversion, but it doesn't really. I would say this counts as an inversion, but then we go back here again, so we only have 1 inversion in this game. A good inversion would be just a corkscrew, then let's say go on top of, go upside down for 1 element and then corkscrew back. So that counts as an inversion. We tested that as well. So this is pretty much the coaster we will use in our future area, and we also found a name for it together. This thing is called the destabilizer. So Now I was thinking we can move it and already place it in our world. Wait, let's put that guy here real quick. We need to get rid of some of the stuff here. Clean up. Yeah, I'm okay with deleting those. That can all be gone. Create some space for us here. Go. There's a weird bug when you use the multi-select tool. You have to close it and open it again to use it twice in a row. What do we have here? Oh, this is us. These are some hardcover elements. We have them saved as blueprints, so it's all good. And yeah, we said around here we want to do our future theme park area. So and let's see if we can set that coaster up here somehow. It's probably, yeah, not flat enough. Let's see if we could have that guy somewhere right here. So people walk in, here is our entrance to the futuristic area, and then they hit this coaster right away. Also adds a nice skyline. And I like this coaster, it looks really cool. We might adjust the color scheme for it, stuff like that. That needs to be done. But I guess we can try to place it here for now. We can still move it. And now comes a bit of a challenge. I hope I can get a nice entrance and exit in on that. So, oh yeah, another trick. This actually runs two trains with 8, like let's say 6, 7 seats each, and if you are editing your track, you can actually let's go out here again, edit track. You can select your station like that, and then you can lengthen your station and get more cards in there. I didn't know about that you can actually lengthen your station, but we did that here. We extended it for quite a bit. It was originally this long, and yeah, and that works. So here now we need to set up exits and entrances for the guy. Entry right would be there, exit left. I'd rather have the entry on the right side. No, entry left, exit right. Something like that. So people walk out there. Okay, now place the entrance. It's supposed to be on this side. Okay, we need to somehow get that out here. You know, there's some track in the way, but it should be cool because the cart is hanging on the low of it, and hopefully it's not in the way. I think we could get that out. So we're going over the tracks here pretty much. Connect an entrance to the path, and that works out just fine. Come in over here, and I think from here we can try to go down already. Something like that. We might adjust it in the end, but it's a nice waiting line. Although it's not very comfortable for people to stand, you know, like on the stairs waiting for the ride. But I guess, you know, that's all good. And now let's go to path. Curb on ground is on. In this case, we can also turn it off if you want to. And now we need to see if we can get that exit in there. Let's see if we can actually come through here. No, not really. Okay, we have to go over it then, but that's okay. No, wait. Okay, let's try again. Straight, and then we're coming down here, I guess. If not, we can always move this guy a little bit. Okay. Yeah, then we go down here. Now flow down. Oh wait. Get it up again. Now here we go down. Right. Oh. Maybe we can also integrate the mountain here a little bit. Let me see. Hold delete. Oh no. Undo. Pass. And hold delete and then yeah, glide over the pass to delete it. Maybe we can have a nice futuristic bridge kind of leading up on that hill here. And then chisel it in there. Make a nice slope going down. I'm not quite sure how we should do that. I mean, we could also move the whole coaster dealio over a little bit, but I like it sitting here, you know, sitting here pretty and tight. It will also be a bit of a challenge to build a station for this thing, but I think we should be cool. I like the bridge idea here. We might have to do some terraforming to get that in there nicely. And then we can have this futuristic bridge kind of poking out here. Let's go until here. And I'll try to flatten that out a bit. Let's see. Where do we make it in? We'll pretty much arrive here and then we would be touching. Yeah, that now it flows better. It's already pretty cool. Yeah, I see this nice bridge coming in here, and then we need to smoothly come down here. Maybe integrate the stairs in the hill. Let me do that off camera a bit. Play around with it a little bit and see if we can smooth that in. Before we do that, I quickly want to show you another thing. My stuff. Entertainer is level 4, and I think we can do another round of training for those guys. Yes, he's a master now. Almost all of my cleaning personnel has reached master level as well. This guy is fully trained. This guy is the last one I need to train. And also I trained a lot of my vendors, you know, slowly but surely making them better. And so we only have master employees in the whole park. They obviously demand a higher paycheck then. And I'm trying to figure out good values to pay them. So yeah, let's upgrade them all. I think 200 is probably the max here. They were not complaining with 185 on level 4. So we will see. And my mechanics are hired a new guy. Staff training, and we can already 360 seems to be working. This guy is not taking care of breakdowns. He's just you know, inspecting stuff. So let's say, yeah, we can also type it in there. I know, but let's give him 360. And this guy is at level 4. 5 is master mechanic. Now they get way more efficient and repair stuff well. We're making decent profit, obviously. Right now, I mean, we've been spending a lot of money building this coaster. This is like 12 grand or something like that. It should be in here, but yeah, up to 7,600 we made a month, which is really nice. Right now we have about 1,500 people. Oh yeah, and I also think I tweaked the costs for coming into the park a bit. Let's see if you can select that. Yeah. So I bumped it up. It was like $2 and $5 or so. Now we're 4 and 8, and nobody really complains. So that is pretty nice. So now I'm gonna open this ride temporarily, but mainly we want to focus on our coaster and get it going and get a huge attraction added to our park. Okay guys, today we're doing a lot of stations and rides and infrastructure, and yeah, now our train actually is doing something. Haha! We are connected to here. Is that station open? Yes, it is. So let's see if somebody wants to take the train ride. Oh, there is some people going up there. I mean, the plan for this is pretty much, it's not a thrill ride or so, it's a connecting ride. And we will have another themed area back here, so we will have a station here too. But yeah, I also completed this track going through here, and it gives us this nice tunnel and a cool look here. Totally like that, so we need to dress up this tunnel, make it look cool. And yeah, for now there is a stop here. Okay. Nobody wants to ride it from there, but I would assume some people probably want to ride it. Yes! Hey, look at that! They're getting on. Awesome! Get in there! Oh god, we have 1,900 people now. That new coaster we opened, holy crap, that really got us going. Okay. Filling up the train. Ah man, now we can see our train station working for the first time. Ah, this is so amazing. Loving it. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, and we kind of come over here, and I tucked that thing up against the rock here. This will be a futuristic station. Of course, we have this old school train going through here. I mean, but I guess that's alright, you know. There's other track rides too. More fancy ones, like a monorail. For now I have 2 trains. You know what? We can even have 3. I think 1 train is totally fine for us. Yeah. We don't need more here. Okay, now we need to test it again. I was thinking maybe 2 trains, but I don't think we really need that. Okay, let's do this test run and see if our transportation system here works properly. Boom, he's stopping here. Increase the train speed as well. So we're pacing through here. It's so cool. I have this train coming by. Maybe when a ride goes through, you know, the coaster there, and then you have a train going over. Just like it, the train fits nicely in this area and pretty much most of the stuff we had. Okay, we can open it. It should work out fine now. I don't see too many people trying to ride this, but let's see if some are interested now. We had a full train. We had to abandon it. Ah yeah, people are coming in. How much do we charge for that actually? 158. No triggers attached to it yet. Can definitely make that more interesting. Okay, but we got people going in, and they should get out at the futuristic station, I would assume, right? Or will they stay in the car? Let's speed stuff up a bit. Oh man, they have to wait here for quite some time. We need some people. Get in there. Okay, it took off. I think it's a pretty decent setting. Oh yeah. Hello. Train incoming. Okay. See if they get off here or what their plan is. Yeah, they actually do. They get off here. Okay, and we have to set it up that the operations... We want this thing to keep going. You cannot really tell how it should operate, you know. Let's quickly close that. Do we get a chance to... No. I would love to tell it, you know, just keep on going round and round and take off when you're not even full, but I don't think there is an option for this guy here. No. Okay. So we wait here for a little while and then eventually it'll take off. Are there some people standing in line here? Not really yet. But I guess that's okay. Cool. Yeah, today we're doing a lot of park management and stuff. Oh man, there is 2,100 people. Jesus Christ. Oh man, this is crazy. We need to give these people that come here an alternative, some different ride. Maybe we can have a thrill ride sitting here. So all of them coming over here, trying to stand in line. Or we need to make our waiting line here longer, so we can hold more people waiting there. I mean, all of them are just, you know, aww, and then going back. Some getting off from on top there. Okay. So what's with this train now? Will it ever take off? I mean, it's sitting there for quite some time. Let's speed that up. No, it's just, I don't like that. I want this to keep on going, you know, round and round. But you can't really tell it to do so. It will just... Oh, okay, now it finally takes off. Okay, it waits a certain amount, but yeah, we can't customize that. We cannot tell it to don't wait so long. That's a bit sad. Maybe it's possible and you guys know how to do it, but I don't think so. It will just hang out and then eventually take off. Is there somebody in there? No, okay, it took off empty, so that's good. He will not wait there forever and just be useless. I guess that makes sense, but I still would love to be able to customize that. Yeah. Awesome. Ah, yes, I'm loving that. Big progress today, you know. Always building is cool, but, you know, increasing the infrastructure and bettering our park is also... Look at the park rating. Through the roof now, and we got 2,200 and something people. Holy moly. Okay, guys. So, I've been working on a little bit of a concept here. I want to have this house set up here, staggered like that, as part of the big thing here, you know, as of our pavilion. And a main theme of this house should be, yeah, climbers. I want to have this, yeah. In Karlsruhe we have a building, and you have that in many other cities as well that are a bit older. It's called an orangerie. That means it was pretty much, you know, for the rich people back then. They had this, yeah, winter garden, kind of botanical gardens going on, which are mostly buildings like that, brick buildings staggered into each other, and they had palm trees and, you know, other exotic plants going on. And I think this is what, yeah, this build is resembling a bit. We have some nice windows going on with that, kind of, you know, using the style I worked out over here. Those are pink windows, by the way. I changed it to a more white color. And I want to work out a build based on that here. And I think it looks pretty good. Here we have a toilet. And over there I integrated a shop. I think that's the balloon shop. Yeah, and here we got another shop. That, just a momento, that's like a gift shop or something. And yeah, I want to blend that in here, and I think it looks nice. We can't have it too tall. I want it to be relatively flat, and I was playing around with these roofs here, and they are not too bad. Sadly, I cannot really adjust the color of them. I would like to have them in a more dark color, but yeah, with these roof parts, there's sadly no color option. I wonder why that is that so in the game, that some things you can adjust color-wise, others you totally can't. But I would say this roof would look super cool in this grayish, you know, kind of, yeah, it's almost a older copper, gray, dark grayish, greenish tint. But I think we can make it work. I might try a different roof here, but I think we can make it work if we work with a lot of plants and stuff in front of it. And I think, yeah, we're getting some. There's some trash building up. What is our trash can situation here? There is one over here. Man, we got 2,300 people in the park now. It's getting crazier and crazier. We're getting so many people here. Maybe, yeah. Oh, it's already cleaned up. Our janitors are doing a pretty good job. I don't like that here because it's kind of, although, yeah, we could have that here. It breaks up our line here a little bit, so we probably want to add one here, so it's a bit more, I don't know, looks a bit better. But I don't like it that we have barrels right here in our naturey area. We need to fit one somewhere else, but I don't think it's an issue. There was a little bit of trash. I mean, if they want to throw something away, they can go here. And then there's trash cans there. I mean, come on, who's throwing trash around? But I think this will turn out pretty well. Relatively minimalistic decor, but yeah, together with the flowers, we will get something going. It will expand on the roof, and here we have some space for scenery items. And yeah, I have the carousel in there right now. The waiting line we need to do. So let's say we bring that thing out to over here or so. For now, that might be subject to change. And now we can open up that as well. It's like a little carousel for them kids, you know. And yeah, it's a crowded corner here. Lots of people trying to, I don't know, get to over there in the park. But now we need to. There's options. I mean, they can go over the island and get to places. But to get to this area of the park right now, the only real alternative is using this route, and making this walkway fatter here is not really an option. I tried that and I totally didn't like the looks of it. So I guess we will have some crowdiness here. I mean, there's a bunch of shops around. There's our mascot patrolling there too, attracting some crowds. But yeah, we have another toilet here, which is good, I guess. And here, yeah, some people are sitting down there. It's just a lot of people trying to get back and forth here. But I think eventually we will be able to get that going better. It's like a centralized crossing here, but yeah, it's dissolving. It's not really bad, so that is fine. I guess when I just opened the shop, a lot of people wanted to go there and grab some gifts and stuff, but over time, whoops, okay, cell phone going off. That should balance out. But I do like it. It's like a flat building, still looking good. Will need a lot of work making it look pretty, but I think that works out fine. Let me know what you think, but I do like it a lot. It also fits in style-wise, you know. It's kind of same time period, 1900s, early 1910 to maybe, yeah, 1890 or something along that lines. And I think that works out well. So yeah, we're gonna integrate that here, make it nice and bushy and overgrown on the roof here. And then it's a nice flat building, not spoiling our view here, and looks pretty. I mean, if you look over there, you see you have something to watch over there, and we're getting this nice skyline all over the park. Here, the cool coaster poking out. So yeah, we laid the foundation for a lot of work for future projects here that will take quite some time to make this all look snazzy, but I'm looking forward to it. Now we got some projects to do, also our spooky tunnel and so on. So yeah, plenty of things to do in the park, and it's looking more and more crowded and cool. 2,300 people and a really nice park rating here. Yeah, multiple rides. I have mechanics inspecting, man. I even set up an inspection route for one that checks those 3 here. So yeah, I don't know, our mechanics should have things under control. What's the traffic doing over here? Kind of normalizing a bit. Yeah, park rating just dropped because some rides were broken when the check came in. But yeah, when we divert some people to over here and then have some passes going here, maybe then we can have a little tunnel coming through here to give an alternative route for people. But yeah, it's coming along, looking pretty, and I think I'll finish this building now off camera, and I see you next time. Tomorrow there will be another live stream, so yeah, I might be doing some building there on the live stream. Make sure to check that out on Twitch. Follow me on DocM77 Live. That's what my Twitch channel is called. You can check it out in the video description there as well. And I see you next time. Thanks for all the support. I hope you liked it, that we finally did a new coaster here. And yeah, park is gonna be epic. Holy moly. Can't wait what this thing will look in the end. Probably the frame rates will be gone by then. So, bye guys. Thanks for watching.